Guys, ammunition for this video has been provided by Browne Works, Inc., manufacturer of fine custom handgun grips. If you guys are looking for very unique, very customized handgun grips for your favorite handgun, contact Mark at Browne Works, Inc., link in the description below, and create something beautiful for your favorite handgun. And don't forget to tell them Wyoming Gun Project sent you. So today we're going to take a look at the Stoeger Coach Gun. This is a 12 gauge double barrel Coach Gun. As you see, it says Stoeger Coach Gun right there. Stoeger Inc., Accokeek Creek, or Accokeek, Maryland. I'm sorry, there's an Accokeek Creek in Maryland. But that says Accokeek, Maryland. That's the importer. What's it say on this side? Let's flip it over so we can look at the markings on it right there. It says Coach Gun. The 8T, I think that says. 12 gauge, 3-inch chamber. It is manufactured by E.R. Amantino in Brazil. Okay. These come in several different configurations. You got 2 triggers, one that'll fire each barrel. You got the hammered ones. You got this one with this gold PVD coated single trigger. So this one will fire each chamber with the pull of a trigger. So you pull the trigger first. I believe it fires the right chamber. Let's open this up. So there we go. Get these snap caps out of here right quick, and I'll explain why those are in there in a minute. But first trigger, after you load it, first trigger pull fires the right barrel. Second trigger pull fires the left barrel. This is how you open it, break it open. It has, as you can see there, an extractor. It does not have automatic ejection, so it does pop them off as shown, as you saw in the, so it will open them up, see, boop, then you have to pull them out by hand. So it doesn't have automatic ejection on this one. Your safety is right here, on, off. It's on, it's off. It automatically, let me show you, let me pull the trigger a couple times. When you press this lever, it's gonna go down and automatically go on. See that? So that's a safety feature. It's gonna automatically put the safety on whenever you manipulate this lever to break it open, to load it, unload it, whatever. This is a pretty nice shotgun. As you can see, I've used it quite a bit. Banged it up right there. It's got some dings. It's got some character. It's got some love. These are not very expensive, and they are super cool, man. I dig double barrel shotguns, especially like this Coach Gun. It's pretty cool, man. Now, for the price though, these typically go for right around $4 or a little under $4. And, you know, they're not nice like CZs or some of these other really, you know, Berettas, anything. That's not what they don't claim to be that, you know. It's got the center rib running down the middle, gold bead front sight. I think these are 18-inch barrels. I think that's what these are. But they're so super simple and cool and just fun, man, that, you know, why not pick one up? They're just a lot of fun. They also make pretty viable self-defense, or home defense, I should say, options. Now, yes, of course, a pump, you carry more. Semi-auto, you can shoot them faster and carry more. But those come with some of their own issues sometimes. This is so darn simple. It's really hard to screw up. You can screw up a reload or anything like that. You can short stroke a pump gun if you're, you know, in a situation where your nerves are getting to you and you're blasting away. That has happened to me in competitions before. Semi-autos can fail. It's very hard for one of these to fail. 2 shots, boom, you break it in half, put 2 more in, right? But there are a few issues with this thing I want to point out. One, the automatic safety thing is very cool, but I keep forgetting to put it on every time I reload it. I want to bring it back up. I'm used to safeties where you'd have to manually put them back on. So there'll be times I'll fire both barrels, you know, bang, bang, reload it, come back up, and I can't, I have to forget to put the safety back on. The wood fit is not the greatest. You can see it's like raised here, so it's not fit very well, but it works. I mean, this front handguard is a little rattly, but I'm going to show you something on how to take a little bit of the rattle out, but I mean, it's loose and rattly. See that? A lot of movement in there, but you know, it is nicely checkered there. You get nice checkering on the foregrip there too. And to take this off, you just press this lever down. And let me try it this way. Press the lever down and pull down like this. You can take this shotgun apart and stow it away in a smaller bag. But I want to show you something else too. So this middle piece, see this? See it moving? So after you shoot it a while, sometimes this can come loose. Now, I need to add blue Loctite. There's where the 2 screws are. But just take a little screwdriver and tighten that bad boy up. So all you got to do is tighten that bad boy up, and then it will take some, not all. It's still a little sloppy. It's not finely fit, and that's because this hook that goes down into this lever right here is really what is has most of the slop. But as you can see, that was loose, so that will help take it out a little bit. Now, each barrel has its own cylinder or own choke on it. I believe this one is improved cylinder, and I believe this one's modified. I think 4 stars is improved cylinder, 3 stars is modified. I believe that's what it is. You can take this sucker apart. Let's get this. Let me get this barrel off of here. Break it right in half, and boom. So you can store this sucker in 3 pieces like that. Put it in a bag or whatever. It's very compact. Close it down. Put it in a case, and for transport somewhere, like to a cowboy action, you know, a SAS match or a cowboy action shooting type of thing, which is really kind of where this thing really shines. And then you just take the barrels, hook them right in there, close it up, put your handguard back on, snap it down, and you're good to go. Now, yeah, see, it took it might have taken about half of the wiggle out, but you still get a wiggly handguard, and that will irritate some people. But for what I use it for, I just use this for blasting out at the range and having fun. I don't shoot competitions with it or anything like that. For that, it's perfect. It is excellent. So, you know what? Let's get this Coach Gun out on the range and just see how it shoots. All right. Let's do a couple more. All right, so we're going to try to reload this sucker. We got the Estate 2 3/4, 7.5 shot bird shot. Got a couple extra shots. Then we're going to do a comparison, try the mini shells and stuff like that. So let's just see how quick we can reload this sucker. Okay, folks, so now we have the Aguila mini shells. I'm expecting some reduced recoil, of course, and you know, there's not as much shot in there, but we'll just see how they shoot. This might be an option for some people, man, who are really recoil sensitive. So let's just see how it goes. Oh my God. Those shoot like a dream, man. Boop, little half shells. Those things are cool. Oh my goodness. Those things are pussycats compared. And listen, the 7.5 bird shot is it's not bad at all either. So let me just shoot some more of these mini shells. I think these mini shells are cool, man. And then we'll do a comparison on something to see the difference in damage. I'll tell you what though, you seem like you could shoot those a lot faster just because of the greatly reduced recoil. So let's go see the potential effectiveness of the difference between the 2 3/4 estate and the mini shells. Okay, we got a watermelon. I know, guys on YouTube shooting watermelon, it's a new concept, right? But we're just gonna see, we're roughly 7 yards from that watermelon. I got 2, so I'm gonna test one with the estate 7.5 shot bird shot. We're gonna put it in the modified side, the right side barrel, which has a tighter choke, so we'll get a better pattern, and we'll see what the damage is. And then I'll replace that watermelon and we'll try the little mini shell out of the modified side because we want it to be the tightest we can get it. So the pattern to be the tightest, hopefully do the most damage. So let's see if there's a dramatic difference in damage from the 2 shells on the watermelons. Here we go. Okay. So we got that. I mean, dang. I'm going to go get the other watermelon. We'll try the mini shell. Okay. We got fresh watermelon. We have an Aguila mini shell. We're going to put it same side, right barrel, modified choke, so it gets a tighter pattern. And let's just see what this one does. That last one, it blew the crap out of it. So let's see if we get the same results from about 7 yards. See if there's any noticeable difference. What do you think? I don't think, maybe at distance, there might be a significant difference in damage, but up close, I think if you were somebody who's recoil sensitive, one of the reasons I wanted to do this was obviously see if there was a huge difference in power. On watermelons, yes, I know people are not watermelons, and it's not advisable to shoot them with birdshot, but this is just a gross representation of the power difference between the mini shells and the 2 3/4 birdshot, and I think they're pretty darn close for watermelons. I think if you're up closer, the pattern is obviously tighter the closer you are to the target. This having less shot and less powder, obviously the range, and I think the dispersion will probably be a lot more closer in than the 2 3/4 inch, but that's not bad. That's not bad. These things, I think, again, for somebody who is recoil sensitive and doesn't want to operate a lot of, you know, crazy slides, all that, you're not really super into guns and all that kind of stuff, and you want to rock one of these for home defense, possibly you're an older person and you're recoil sensitive, or you have an injury like me, these things are great, man. Okay, so we are roughly 7 yards away from this target. We have a couple of rounds of the mini shells. See, both mini shells. I just want to test on some paper from about 7 yards. Now again, birdshot is not recommended for self-defense against human beings. It's designed to shoot birds. But I'm sure, I can guarantee you somebody out there in America has a double barrel shotgun loaded with birdshot as their home defense weapon. Not advisable, but is it adequate enough? And specifically, are the mini shells adequate enough for self-defense at an average self-defense distance? The hallway in my house from my main bedroom to the front door is maybe a little longer than this, so that would be plausible. You're at one end, intruders coming in the other, and you give them 2 mini shells. Let's just see what would happen, at least on paper, if this was your setup. Would you be super undergunned? Again, there's way better options out there, like number 4, number 5, buckshot, all that kind of shit, double aught, triple aught, whatever. But we're just gonna see if 2 mini shells would save the day. I don't think I would sleep on that. Let me, here we go. Let me get you down here and let's take a closer look at the target. I'm going to tell you right now, that is only 7.5 shot. And I'm sure some of that, because that's a pretty tight pattern, I won't deny that some of that is probably wadding, knocking out the cardboard. But it looks like, let me go to the back of the target. I don't know if you guys could see that. It looks like we might not have got full dispersion of the shot, and some of it was held together, maybe even like a cut shell, or, you know, some of it at this close of a distance, it looks like somebody, or it looks like what would, excuse me. It looks like some of the shot remained in the wad, in the shot cup, probably. That's 2 heart shots from 7 yards with mini shells. I wouldn't sleep on that, man. Me personally. Now, again, it wouldn't be my first choice, but I wouldn't sleep on that. So let's go and get the final thoughts. Okay, folks, final thoughts on the Stoeger Coach Gun. I think these things are fantastic, man. For what you pay for these things, right around $4 in that range, you can't beat them, man. They are just retro as hell. They are cool. There's something pretty sweet about a double barrel Coach Gun. Now, again, they come in different models. I think they have the hammered model. They have the 2 trigger model. They have this single model with the gold PVD trigger or whatever the heck it is. You can't, I mean, these things are just supremely reliable because there's nothing really to screw up. I will say one thing, a little piece of advice I've read online and stuff like that. It's not advisable that you store these loaded with the hammers like back like that, because I guess there's a spring, obviously there's springs in here that keeps the hammer back, and they're said to wear out, you know, after who knows how long, and they won't fire. And then it's not advisable that you dry fire these either when you put them away. So get you a couple snap caps, put them in, close it, pull the trigger, and then store it like that, man. And this thing will last a lifetime. Now, if it is your home defense gun, I don't think you can really do that. You probably want to store it loaded. But I'm going to tell you right now, 2 shots of 2 3/4 double aught buck, and maybe grab another couple and put them in my pocket, I would not feel undergunned at all. At all. It is, you know, as far as pressing this into a home defense situation. Is it ideal? No. Are there pump guns better? Yes, for a multitude of reasons. Are semi-autos better? Yes. All that kind of stuff. But this is loaded with the right ammo and stuff. This is adequate. And you know, you put 2 barrels of this down range at somebody, man, and they're gonna know they're in trouble. So as far as the shotgun goes, I think it's a great value. I think the build quality is adequate, as discussed in the tabletop. This rattly 4-end and stuff, but you know, It is what it is. But I still think it's cool. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. And we will see you next time.